Let's go. Let's go, man. Finally here. We've been talking about this trip for months.
It doesn't feel like I didn't feel like we're supposed to be leaving tomorrow. My back, check.
There we go. Can not TJ? Oh yeah.
There we go. I think yep, there we go.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Why does it not connect to my damn mic at the beginning? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Guys of Texas. Coming off the bye week, we're going wheels up, going to Georgia. Traveling tomorrow. Shut up, Tim. We got it. Thank you. I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you. You got that #1 badge on there. I appreciate it. But yeah, we're traveling to Athens. Gonna leave tomorrow afternoon. Hopefully see some of you guys there. Tim, it's not too late to go also, by the way. Not too late. You can always, always join us last second, you know.
Just found another ticket on our road.
That's right. There's another ticket like right next to us, so come join us. We good, Tim? I still see not TJ, but I haven't heard anything confirmed back yet. But we'll get to the game. But first, I want you boys to know that we will be stopping. I think that's the. Oh yeah, yeah.
All is that a heart or is that money?
I don't know, dude. What is that? I think it's money. Yeah, Johnny Manziel in here. So we do have to make a stop. The first food stop is going to be to this place, okay? This is called the Varsity. Have you boys heard of the Varsity?
No.
I was told about the Varsity a long time ago. It's basically chili, cheese, hot dogs, and hamburgers, fast food joint. It's phenomenal. Like, we're going to be trying this out. We're going to give it a review.
Is this in Athens?
Yeah, there's one in Athens. They're in Atlanta, though, so there's a couple of different ones in Atlanta. So, yeah, we will be trying this place out. Zach, who is a big Georgia Bulldog fan, a good buddy of mine, him and his family all said when we went to Athens the first time, we were like, hey, well, you got to stop here. So, nice. Yeah, this will be one of the stops along the way. So, I am super excited for that. I'm gonna check it out. That chili cheese dog, man. It is not good for you at all. It's not. But you could slam like 4 of those hot dogs. Like, just slam them. I know this is the Guys of Texas and sometimes gets alternate names to it. So we'll just review those hot dogs. It'll be fine.
Got to roll with it, dude.
Lean into it, man. The glizzies. All right.
Shocking college town fast food's not healthy. Okay.
Well, this is more of like it's not just college town. It's just in Georgia. It's like a fast food restaurant chain.
Okay.
So it's not necessarily just Athens, but it is all around the Georgia, Atlanta area and surroundings. So yeah, that's a have to. Are you boys looking forward to anything else for this trip? We haven't talked about this yet.
I have not done any research on things to do in Athens, so I have nothing to bring to the table on this trip, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Yeah, like when we went to Alabama, I was diving deep, finding different places to go and everything. I have not done any of that so far. So
still time.
So we're staying just outside of Athens, about 20 minutes away. The bar scene is pretty legit, and it's walking distance to the stadium. We got a parking pass close to the stadium. Got a parking pass on a parking garage. We'll probably just park at the top and do the live there with the stadium in the background. We'll be live on Saturday. I'm guessing around 1 o'clock there, which would be noon here. So if you guys want to follow us there, we'll be live on TikTok randomly throughout the trip. So make sure to follow us on TikTok there. But it's basically a very small town. Like, if you wanted to, you could walk from one end to the other in maybe, I would guess, an hour and a half max. Like, not even that. Like, it's a very small town. So just prepare yourself.
Nice.
It's like going to Bastrop. Like basically,
What
just
I've
going
heard,
to
like
basketball.
the bar district's like right next to the stadium now.
Yes, yeah. It's just so stadium's here, bar district is here, and our parking area is going to be like right here. So it's a couple blocks from the stadium. So we will
Dude,
do
7:30 kick. It is
Yeah.
going to be rowdy, dude.
Yeah.
You got all day. You got all day to drink down there. That's gonna be it's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be a fun experience.
Clayton says, "Hook 'em, baby." Yeah, baby.
Let's go.
Hell yeah, hook 'em horns. Yeah, I was not going to make that mistake after the 2023 World Series of losing track of time change. So I made sure to figure out, okay, yeah. And then I was like, oh, game's actually at 7:30, not 6:30 here locally. So, yeah, we're going to be up late partying. Yeah, Clayton, we'll talk about that here in just a second. But yeah, it does feel a little different.
I do want to take it a little easier Friday night than we did in Alabama, where everybody needed naps in the middle of the day before going to the game.
Yeah, I mean, yes and no. I mean, Alabama, we had the RV. So we rented an RV. For those that don't know, we rented an RV, drove all the way to Tuscaloosa, went to the RV parking lot and met. We had already been on the Facebook pages for the Alabama fans, so some of them already knew we were coming. And I went to a concert with a buddy that I met from the Facebook page. These boys stayed back, and I came back, and I'm pretty sure at one point y'all were playing beer pong with the moonshine and just skipped the beer pong altogether and just filled the cups of moonshine. Like everyone was having a great time.
We made some good friends.
Yes.
Yeah,
and we expect
fun,
to do the same. We got Dank we got to hang out with. I got to message him. We got to go hang out with Dank, who we met on the Mississippi State Live. So yeah, it's going to be, Tim was there. Tim slept a lot at that time. While we were driving, yes. But yeah.
That's what I was thinking back the other day, and I was trying to like remember like game day. Or like the game day experience. I'm like, I know we went out in the morning and like went and saw a game, like college game day.
Yep.
Then I was like, what else did we do? And then I was like, oh yeah, we went back to the RV and slept for like 2 hours.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, you guys did. I don't remember what I did. I did not sleep. But we went to game day, and then Alabama at that point, like game day was just meh. They were like, oh, we've had game day here like 80 times in the last 5 years. Yeah. So no, we're good. We're not going to show up to that. Disappointed. Sorry about breaking that RV rule. Was that taking a dump? Is that the
drop a deuce?
Yeah. taking a dump in the middle of the road trip. Pretty sure that would be the one. Yeah, that is a no. But our main goal this week, make sure we get some recon for Tennessee next year, because we will be renting an RV and driving to Knoxville, Tennessee, to battle for the real UT next year. So that's our main goal. Can't wait. All right, let's get into the game. Number 10, Texas, going to number 5, Georgia in Athens. Texas has never played Georgia in Athens. Georgia is favored 6.5. That's the line that came out. It moved to 5.5 yesterday and then moved back up to 6.5 today. The over-under is 50.5. That started at 49.5, moved down to 48.5. And now it's up to 50.5, and I'm liking that line. I think that line is going to be pretty close to what's going to happen on Saturday night. You boys got an injury report for the Longhorns? Anybody?
I don't think anything exists.
Okay.
Big 0 on the board.
That's correct. None to report is what it says
Weird.
on that injury report, and that is big. I don't remember the last time Texas just had a blank slate on that. So
it's for sure the first one this year. For sure the first one this year. That's crazy. Whenever it came out, that I was like, nobody's even questionable. Like everybody's going, everybody's ready. It's awesome, dude. We need it.
That's the part that's getting me excited.
Georgia's got 5 out and 2 probables.
Yes.
Yeah, that interesting.
So, what are your thoughts on Napier? Georgia's getting a little scared, I feel like, because they're doing everything they can. They're getting head coaches that actually have beat Tech. I'm surprised they didn't bring Ryan Day in. He's a little busy right now. Napier got fired, but yeah. Kirby is pulling out all the stops, including texting Sark, saying, "Hey, you got any You got any plans for us this weekend? So, what are y'all?
Wait, is there something about him actually texting him?
Oh yeah, did you not see that? Yeah. So apparently, when Kirby was in Mississippi for that game, he had texted Sark. There was no conversation about what Sark's playing this battle of. Oh yes, like that's the camaraderie between all the coaches in the SEC. That's why Napier is there at practice. Like I don't think anything of it. Blah blah blah. Yeah, no, we all know what's happening when Napier comes in. To practice. Like,
Dude, when I saw that Napier crap, I mean, I had a lot of things
desperate
to say in the moment.
That's desperate moves, dude.
It just seemed pathetic, but it's wild though. But is Georgia going to be the next home for fired coaches now? Is he like going to try to take over like Saban did with that, just bringing in all the old fired coaches?
Pretty much. Yeah. I mean, I've heard some. So I have heard there is a coach that's out there right now of someone you would never expect to leave their program, to leave for possibly an LSU program. The coach that has come up in that is Kirby. That is somebody you would never expect.
Doesn't make any sense.
It does a little bit. He's won at Alabama. He's won at Georgia. They're on the decline a little bit over there. And why not go to LSU? I mean, it does make sense. Like, it's a wild move.
It does,
but it does in the world of the transfer portal. Are you kidding me? You just bring all the guys over.
But why?
Because the LSU job is a lot more favorable at the end of the day than the Georgia job.
I mean, I
don't think I would say a lot.
That much. Like, I feel like Georgia's a big program, and like LSU's been having like money issues. Like, if you're talking about like, yeah, it's a more prestigious program overall, but like as far as like where he's at right now, NIL, he has everything he needs. I don't see what going to Baton Rouge really does for him.
LSU's not a good look right now either, with the whole buyout thing with Brian Kelly, where they're trying to save a couple $1 million. Yeah. It's like, okay, this is awkward. So is Brian Kelly still the coach because nothing's official yet? I don't know. That whole thing going back and forth with LSU, the AD, the governor. That's weird. Weird things going on in Baton Rouge.
He never technically fired him.
That's a weird move. Like, that's an odd move. Like, oh no, he showed up to the facility at 6 a.m. and he just decided to leave. I don't know what happened. Like, I mean,
we were just as shocked when he wasn't on the sidelines.
I don't know. ESPN reported something, but we didn't say anything. Like, that's their fault. It's not our problem. Kind of weird. Clayton says Arch has been talking to Simpson. From Bama. Yep, that is correct.
I heard that.
Georgia was never relevant until Kirby. That is correct. Which I hear Bama. Texas, this is the first time since 2023 that Texas has been an underdog by 6.5 or 7 points. This is the biggest point spread since 2023 Alabama. I had the same feeling that I had going into Bama. Like, I have that confidence in my quarterback, I have my confidence in my defense. Like, this is now, we've got enough experience on the road to know, like, boys, like, we're clicking on all cylinders at this point. People keep going back to Vandy in the fourth quarter. Like, I keep seeing, like, On Three and all these guys that don't necessarily follow the exact team, but follow, like, abroad. And they're like, oh, the fourth quarter, look at them. Like, look at who Texas lost an injury. And look at the refs at the same time in that fourth quarter. No, not buying it. Texas is finally solidifying themselves, I feel like. But what are y'all's thoughts?
I feel like it's been hard to get. I mean, for me at least, I've been listening to all the different shows and everything, and I feel like everybody's been all over the map. Like, Georgia's not the team that they used to be, and then other ones are like, oh, Georgia's hitting their stride right now, and just like back and forth. But as far as like my own opinion of it, like, I feel like both programs right in the moment, like we both didn't hit the expectations that we had coming into the season, where both have improved. The real question for me is, can we stop the run? Because they've been phenomenal at running the ball this year. That's the real question mark on our team this year for me going into it. As far as our offense, like, I feel like we've it's not a long track record yet, but you can see like they've figured it out. Like, Arch is seeing things, and Sarkisian's calling plays that he needs to call for what's going on right now. So I have a lot of confidence in our offense going into this, but just like I said, the biggest question mark is can we stop the run? We have all our DBs back. We have Taft back there to help out. I think they'll be able to shut down the tight ends that were plaguing us against Vandy. So I have a lot of confidence. I still think it's going to be a close game, but I think we can do it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, you look at the last, 5-6 quarters for Texas offensively, things started to click. Sark started to call. I don't know. He just started to call the game in a better way for this offense. He adapted to the offense. Finally, it feels like. But I don't know, man. I'm confident with Texas going into this game. I think both teams are clicking right now. I mean, I think Georgia had a super impressive game going to Mississippi State. We know how hard it is to go there and play. So I think both teams are clicking right now. Both teams have a reason to be confident going into this game. But Texas' biggest thing is having a healthy team for the first time all year. And that's going to be huge for us for sure. So this is going to be a super fun matchup, man. I feel confident going into this game for sure.
Yeah, this is going to be, so for me, as far as the overall game, biggest thing that I look at is the Georgia defensive line is just not great, which is a great thing for us because our offensive line has not been great. They've been great to a point for the last couple, or especially against the Vandy game, moving the switch over and changing some things up. So that's a big portion of why I'm starting to get confident. I mean, Georgia has their leading tackler or their leading sack getter is 3.5 sacks. I mean, we have one. We're at 8, if not 8.5, I believe it is. So that area, Texas is favored in for sure. The defensive side, having everybody back, especially in the secondary. The one thing that Texas is going to have to look at is Zachariah Branch. C.J. Vogel put this stat out there that he leads targets with 63 targets. The next closest to that is 29 targets. So Zachariah Branch, like Sark is going to have to game plan for that. I know he already has. But what he's doing is the same thing that Sark is doing is the screenplays. He only averages 3.3 yards. So the screenplays is really what they're using him for. So yeah, so luckily, like, we have the game plan because the defense is playing against our offense, which is basically doing the exact same thing. So we'll be able to have that advantage a little bit, but just being able to control that because they're using that in the running game and then controlling Frazier. Like, Frazier's going to be a big thing, making sure we can stop the run for them. I have confidence in the defense still. I mean, the point spreads that we've played doesn't show that in the last couple. But I still have all the confidence in the world in this defense and the way they play. As far as the offensive side, though, we all know the running the ball has been our Achilles heel for whatever reason this year, and that's got to change a little bit.
That's what Georgia's defense is really good at stopping.
Correct.
Also, so yeah,
that's got to change a little bit. Like, and Sark did that against Vanderbilt. He's going to use something similar, I think, but I think that's going to open up big plays because I think Archer's going to have enough time in the pocket. Jono, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, one thing I wanted to bring up was, I don't know, watching Stockton play, I feel like our game plan is going to have to be really similar to how we played against Mateer. I think if you look at Stockton this year, he's been efficient with his legs, obviously, and he hasn't made very many mistakes, but the mistakes he has made is when he's been under pressure. And we saw that with Mateer for sure. When we got in his face, he made mistakes. So I think we're going to have to do the same thing with Stockton. But, yeah, giving Arch time on the other side of the ball, giving Arch time is going to be the key. We've seen all year if Arch has time to throw the ball, he's dicing up defenses. If he gets pressured, that's when he makes mistakes on his side too. So offensive line for us is going to be the biggest key in the game for me.
Seth, what do you got?
I mean, Stockton's really progressed through. I mean, it's a really similar story. I mean, Arch is the one that got publicized like crazy, but it's a really similar story. Like, he started off, he didn't seem like he had full control of the offense, and he's really progressed into, he's a commander of that offense, and he's doing great. He's not somebody who's going to wow you with his athleticism, but those 5 to 6 yard pickups that he can consistently get, our defensive line's going to have to keep him contained and not let him pick up for easy firsts in that way. So I think our defensive line is going to create a lot of havoc and really put him in a situation where you get to see if he has matured all the way. And Yeah, I don't know. I'm the one thing I wrote down in my notes is like their run game worries me. Like just flashbacks from Florida and then Napier being over there. Like what's he telling him? What did he see in our defense? Are we actually going to be able to like bow up and stop the run? And if we're able to do that, I really think we have the advantage in this game.
I don't think, like, looking back at Florida, and then everyone's also talking about, like, oh, look at Florida. They got mollywopped by Kentucky. How did Texas lose to this team? And, I mean, we even said it here, but then looking back, go look at the injury list for that game. Like, I think half of Florida's team was on that injury list. So, I mean, that wasn't the same football team that Texas played, number one. Number two, like, this team has been built on run defense. Like, yes, we have the secondary also, but the secondary plays a big part in that run defense as well. And so, for me, the run defense doesn't scare me as much. Like, I think we still have that key. Ethan Burke has been stepping up big in that role. And, I mean, honestly, Anthony Hill and Colin Simmons, those guys are playing. They've turned it up so much since that Florida game that I'm not as concerned on the defensive side of the football, in my opinion. I think one of the bigger things that needs to be looked at is something that's going to happen that Jono's not going to be happy about is whether or not we decide to kick the football. Like after watching the Vandy game, like that's going to be a big key in this game. I think it's going to come down to a field goal or two. Like I really
The big key is what kind of shenanigans is Kirby going to pull out in this game? He's always got something he's going to do, and can we be prepared to like on the fly for whatever crap he has, running out different squads and or whatever.
Yeah,
fake punts, fake field goals. I don't know, but
clapping timeouts.
It's gonna be interesting to see too the maturity of this Texas team. I mean, this is the third time we went into top 10 hostile stadium in the country. If you look at going into Ohio State, week one, then go into Florida, and now we're coming into Georgia. I just want to see the maturity of this team to see if we can stay composed throughout the game, because obviously we've been there and done that with some big time stadiums. So this stadium is just going to be absolutely ridiculous. Just want to see the maturity and the discipline of the team to be able to, because there's going to be a storm, and seeing if this offense is able to weather a storm where there's crazy momentum going for Georgia maybe at some point. So it makes me nervous thinking about it, but also just I'm super stoked for it, man. We were looking at this matchup a month ago whenever Texas stumped their toe a little bit, and we were like, man, like it's not the matchup we maybe thought it was going to be. And now you fast forward 3 or 4 weeks later, and I know I text Joe and I'm like, dude, we got a top 10 matchup. It's what we always thought it was going to be, and it was up and down. And we finally made it back around to see, a prime time top 10 matchup, dude.
And we've talked about it over and over again. Like the whole motto of this podcast for the last couple of weeks is win by one. And at the end of the day, like Texas goes in here and gets another win against Georgia. That momentum is going to be tough to stop against Arkansas, against A&M. Like, that's what you're going to need. If the whole goal is to win a championship. That's a whole reason that we're still excited about this football game. So this is going to be a next step. And you go into Georgia, you come away with a win, the second time that they've lost this season at home, but it'd be the second time in a long time. Like, what is it? It'd be 2 losses in 39 games, somewhere around in there?
Something like that, yeah.
Like, you go in there and you do that, like, you're hitting your stride and you're starting to have that confidence that you need to get through A&M, get to the SEC championship, get to the playoffs. Like, this is all things that have to happen. Everyone keeps talking about this whole what if Texas goes 9-3? I don't care about that. Like, every national media is talking about that, and it's been the last thing on my mind. I'm not worried about 9-3. I'm worried about going 10-2. Like, that's what I want to do. And so at the end of the day, this game means a lot. I don't think we can lose this game and make the playoffs. I think we can lose the A&M game and make the playoffs. I don't think we can lose this one. But also, I feel confident against Georgia, Arkansas, and A&M. We can compete in all 3 of those games easily. So, at the end of the day, win by one, boys. That's what we've been talking about week after week, week after week. And that's what we're going to go do in 2 days. Holy smokes, dude. Like, I already feel the jitters of what we're going to experience. I know we're going to be next to the Longhorn Band. I just don't know where. And I'm hoping we're behind them and not in front of them because that's going to be louder. But we're going to be every defense play that Texas has, we're going to be loud. We are coming with everything. We could get told to shut up. Apparently, there's rumors going around on Twitter that Texas fans told Georgia fans they need to keep it down when they were here. Number one, the picture the guy sent was, I think he was in heaven watching the football game of the picture that he posted of where he sat. But yeah, apparently Texas fans told him to quiet down. So hopefully that doesn't happen here. Georgia is going to have a red out. Apparently it's not a official red out, but the fans have decided that that's what they want to do. So we're going to have to decide what we're going to do.
What's the difference between a red out and every other Georgia game?
Yeah, I don't know. Like
what other color are they wearing?
Black, white.
I feel like I never see them in anything but red.
They love a good blackout. Like black and red are their main ones, but the blackout they love to do. But the red, apparently, I don't know. I saw a thing that said for the first time ever do a red out. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out: are we going orange jersey or are we going to white jerseys, boys? That's the question. Not the team. Are we going
I'm
orange
going orange, man.
White? Orange.
I'm going orange, man.
Seth?
I'm going orange.
I mean, I was planning on wearing a polo, but I guess I can go solid color or something.
Okay. Well, you can still wear a polo if you want to. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're going orange. So, all right. Anything else for the game that you guys want to talk about? I think we've covered pretty much everything. Anything else you guys have on the football game?
And it's not really the football game. I'm just sitting here thinking, I don't know why going into this one compared to Alabama, I feel like more nervous about the stadium environment. Not from like the actual game, but like just drunken obnoxiousness. Going into Georgia seems like it might be a little dicier situation.
Yeah, so I have figured out what gate Texas walks into. So that's during the dog walk. I think it's 5:15, right around there. So we'll be there at 5 to try and get. We'll get the players walking in for the Texas side, and then they do the dog walk on the other side of the corner. So we're going to do that. After that, I am nervous about the atmosphere and how everything's going to go. Like I'm setting a time limit on when I'm allowed to first drink. Like that's going to happen. I'm pretty sure 3 or 4 o'clock is going to be that time frame. Like I'm not going to be able to do this whole all day thing. It's just not happening. I'm too
10 a.m.
I'm too, oh, there's Mario.
Mimosas
Okay.
to start, and then just
Okay. Well, so here's the thing. We're going to wake up. We're going to get to Athens. Probably
Shotgun beer.
around 9, 10 o'clock. Calm down. We're going to get some breakfast. We're going to find a spot to watch the first games. That's priority number one. And what, those are noon games? Yes, noon games. Because A&M plays, there's a couple decent games on 11 o'clock. We'll do that. We'll go live at noon. Thank you, Tim. Appreciate it, man. I wish you were going to be there. Hello, Mark. I hope the Stars won or scored at least. That's why you're doing that. But yeah, we'll do that. And then after the podcast, a little bit of bar hopping time up until the horn walk. We're not doing dog walk, the horn walk. And then we'll figure it out from there. So it's going to be
we'll be all right.
I have researched the stadium. They do have a similar thing that Alabama had where you can walk by the hedges.
Oh,
and,
really?
yeah, they have a similar walkway. So we're gonna do that. Go try and get as much camera work as we can there too. So
Nice.
we'll see. I'm excited about it. Sellers sitting out.
Oh, yeah, I wrote that down on here. Did y'all see that news today that apparently
No.
Sellers is sitting out the rest of the season, and there's already rumors that he's going to be headed to Miami?
Miami's the rehab
Interesting.
quarterback team to go to, I guess.
Interesting.
Apparently.
Where quarterbacks go to die.
Dude, it has been an interesting, I mean, everything about it, but everything's been interesting as far as, like, what was hyped going into the season. Texas, Lenore Sellers, like, all those people, like, nothing has panned out similar to what we would have expected.
William Storch. Hello, sir. Thank you so much for joining the podcast. He says, Georgia beating Texas 38-3. Shorthorns a joke. The crazy part is, I read that as that's an Aggie talking, not even a Georgia fan. Is that correct? Am I correct on that?
Exactly what I thought.
Am I correct on that, William? We do appreciate you joining. We are going to Athens this week to go to the game, and it'd be an absolute pleasure for you to join us in the chat after the game when Texas goes to Georgia and beats that ass. So we'd love to have you there. All right, so let's get to the game picks. So we did pick games in the bye week, and we have a quite a conundrum now. So I went 3-2. Jono went 2-3, and Seth went 0 for 5 after saying he was going to go 4-1.
Yep.
So that leaves myself with 11 wins, Jono and Seth tied with 12 wins. So what we did, I picked 3 games, and then Seth won the tiebreaker because he lost all of his games. He picked 3 games, and then Jono picked 3 games. And now we will draft one game. I will pick the first one. Seth will pick the next one. Jono will pick his 2, and then Seth, and then me. Aggie's probably winning the national title this year. If you're an Aggie, William,
I guess that answers the question.
There's only one team that uses the term shorthorns.
Yeah.
And William, if you're a young Aggie fan, let me just explain to you. For years upon years, there's a storybook of the Aggies. And at the end of that story, it always comes with misery. And there's never a happy ending for the Aggies. So you might want to continue to let the story tell itself, because at the end, you're just going to get your heart torn out again. So I appreciate you joining, but Aggies ain't doing shit. So they are better than what they've been before, but they are so confident.
They're having a great season.
They're having a great season, but
it's going to be so fun to end.
What goes up must be a Texas A&M loss eventually, so it will happen. All right, so my first 3, Cincinnati -6.5 over Arizona, USC -6.5 over Iowa, and I have TCU +4.5 over BYU. I think BYU is still hungry from the loss last week, and I think TCU comes away with the win there. I see Jono.
I was bummed you took that +4.5. I wanted that one.
Well, Jono took the opposite. He didn't learn from last week, I guess. Can Seth go ahead with your 3?
I got Louisville -2.5 versus Clemson. Dude, all my picks I'm regretting after putting them in here, but I'm going to let them ride. Bama -6.5 versus OU, and then Georgia Tech -16.5 versus Boston College.
I do like the Georgia Tech one. I do like that one.
Yeah.
I got Virginia over Duke in that game. Notre Dame -12.5 versus Pitt. And then I got BYU -4.5 versus TCU. I think BYU bounces back after a fluke game in Lubbock last week.
Yeah, Jono tried to do that with the Colorado game last week and try and take me on. Not going to work this week. Not so fast, my friend. All right, so I am taking with my first pick will be Ole Miss -13.5 over Florida. I think Florida is just way too beat up.
Yeah. I looked at it. I don't know. They're so up and down. I can never trust any of their lines. My first pick is going to be Mississippi State to cover +6.5 against Mizzou.
Huh. Okay. Is that in Mizzou?
No, I think it's at Mississippi State.
Okay.
Make sure to enter these into the spreadsheet.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
To after. You don't have to do it right now.
But I'll do it right now because I'm going to forget. What was it?
Mississippi State +6.5.
Okay, got it.
Do I get 2 picks now?
You get 2 picks.
All right. William will like this one. I got Texas A&M -19.5 against dejected South Carolina team that looks like
I have your plane tickets to leave.
Hey, we want A&M to be as high. We want A&M to be as high as ranked as possible when we beat them. So, then my second pick here, I am going to take Arizona State -10.5 versus West Virginia.
I wrote that one down.
Who was that over West Virginia? Who was that?
Arizona State -10.5 versus West Virginia.
I think I have that one as well. Oh, actually, I don't think so. Okay, go ahead.
The Missouri, it's not at Mississippi State. It's at Missouri, by the way. And then I'm taking Memphis plus 2.5. I wrote it down, but I remember who they're playing.
I'm gonna have to fact check this one because Seth likes to.
Oh, don't even, dude.
Likes to fudge a little bit. All right. My last one. So I have two. You guys didn't touch them. I have UNC plus 5.5 over Wake Forest or San Jose State minus 9.5 over Nevada.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I gotta. This is going to hurt me. It's going to be a double loss eventually, but I'm going UNC. I think they're playing decent football right now. I'm going UNC plus 5.5.
You haven't learned your lesson?
I haven't learned my lesson, no.
We're going from week 0 to week 13. You're still riding with
We didn't talk about
Chapel
the fact,
Bill.
boys, the ACC might not have a football team in the playoff.
Yeah.
There's a possibility that happens.
I mean, it's starting to look more and more likely.
Crazy.
What happened? Ever since first play of the UNC game, like they were done.
Dumpster fire, dude.
I mean, Bill Belichick's getting a divorce / whatever he is with his girlfriend. He's leaving UNC after this season for sure. No, maybe that's going to happen. And
wait, is he actually breaking up, or are you just saying that?
I'm just saying that, but also like, I mean, there's controversy in the family where his niece will not hang out whatsoever with her. All kinds of drama going on in the family. So they're the same age. His niece and his girlfriend are the same age. So interesting.
How wild! Would you ever have guessed that Dabo would have a 4-5 team right now?
No. Well,
crazy. I mean, with that offense that he had coming back, I thought they were going to be legit.
Yeah.
A man that doesn't believe in the transfer portal.
Yeah, that's tough. Tough look for him.
That's a tough one.
I mean, yeah, showing them versus Texas Tech just shows you everything you need to know about transfer portal these days.
I've been trying to figure out who Arkansas picked up for coach. Apparently, they're finalizing deals and stuff. They won't announce who it is. I've got two coaches I can guarantee.
Is your source Brandon Walker?
I have, multiple sources. I also text our buddy Jake Garrison, and he hasn't heard a word. But I have two coaches that I can guarantee it is. One is Franklin, and the other is Gruden.
Gruden?
It's one of those two. Gruden would be the off-the-wall one, but I think Franklin's going.
I don't think Franklin ends up at Arkansas. That'd be interesting. I don't know.
It'd be a wild.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
I do think that's
Gruden at LSU would be awesome.
Gruden at LSU would be absurd.
I mean, yeah, I don't think I would like it if he had the success, but like just seeing it, like it just seems like it'd be so much fun.
Oh, dude! Like I'm all in on Gruden going somewhere to coach, like especially in college.
Yeah, for sure.
There's talks of him going to the NFL, but all in if he would coach college football. Like I would just run through a wall for him. All right. What else we got, boys? Y'all got anything else? I went through all these conference champions and I just read it out, all the ones that just is impossible. Boise State, Tulane are the only ones that are possible. Utah with a slim chance, and then Texas Tech with Jono, and then we all have Texas for the SEC championship. So,
is Miami officially just out in the ACC?
I don't know about officially, but
I mean, I think.
I mean,
they're pretty low down there. They're 3-2 in the conference,
yeah, that's
so they would have to.
I'm pretty sure everyone's 3-2 in the conference at this point.
There's going to have to be a lot to happen there for sure.
All right.
And yeah, what's that? 4-way tie at the top right now with SMU, Pitt, Virginia, and Georgia Tech.
Yeah. Which that'll shake out this week. Duke, you never know. They're also.
Yeah, 4-1. There's a chance.
Yeah, it's wild.
Boys, we got anything else? I'm just anxious. Like we'll be on here, on YouTube, on TikTok so much this weekend. So make sure you follow us. If you haven't done so yet, make sure you go to laststandhats.com. Use promo code the guys for 20% off your purchase. Also go to guysoftexas.com. You can find our the website for Last Stand Hats on there. And you can follow all of our socials on there. We will be live all weekend on certain platforms, so make sure to go follow us there. Boys, until then, we'll see y'all tomorrow when we go wheels up, heading to Athens.
Go, man.
Hook 'em horns, baby.
Hook 'em.